for reasons of common sense, they don't allow camera crews to go traipsing around. They do at the Ciutat Esportiva, and here we've got images of Dembélé this morning getting kitted up into his training gear, getting ready for his medical, the second part of his medical. Here we get a look at his body, tattoo free. That's unusual for a player. I don't see any signs of a tattoo there whatsoever. One of the tests is to check the player's arm span. They like to check his height. They like to check what he weighs. I assume that the reason for doing this is so that they can put the stats into their database, and they can then, the players will be repeatedly going through the same routine now and again so they can make sure that things are all right. I can't imagine that he's suddenly going to grow or shrink by 2 or 3 centimeters, but we do these tests. It's all part of routine.
I evidentment que Messi s'inventa grans passades, que Suárez és un gran davanter, però sense Neymar calia aquest jugador que, perquè hi ha gent que diu no, hem de recuperar més migcampistes, que jo estic d'acord que hem de tenir migcampisme, que no ens hem de trencar i ser un equip boig, però al final també és de tenir...
So, further images here from the Ciutat Esportiva this morning of the medical checks for Ousmane Dembélé. We put this little machine around his waist. I have no idea what it serves for, but I'm sure a lot of you who are more au fait with medical matters will know why they've stuck that little thing on his body. They stick a lot of things on him and they check his heart rate. This is a little vest that goes on the player. They make them run for a bit and check their heart rate, etc., just to make sure that everything's all in working order, which, as anyone who followed this player last season at Borussia Dortmund can attest, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this player's physique whatsoever. But it's all part of routine that we have to confirm these things.
Dembélé és un jugador diferent, és un jugador més pràctic segurament, que no és tan vistós a l'hora de gestos tècnics que t'aixequin del seient, però és un futbolista que aportarà moltíssim i que sí que pot ocupar una posició semblant a la de Neymar, però que són futbolistes diferents. Clar, sense ser tan virtuós com Neymar, però sí que hem de dir que és un jugador tècnicament molt bo. Sí, sí.
So, as I say, these are images from earlier on this morning, about a couple of hours ago, when Ousmane Dembélé took his medical tests at the Ciutat Esportiva, the FC Barcelona training ground.
Dembélé ho té també això, sense ser brasiler, perquè no té aquest punt de tan artista, però sí que tècnicament és molt bo, té un gran toc de pilota i té molt dribbling per driblar.
Seems pretty cool about it. Probably finding it quite bizarre that the whole thing is being recorded. He's going to have to get used to that here at FC Barcelona. You're going to have a camera focused on you pretty much 24/7.
Segurament no arriba encara ara, als 20 anys, en aquest nivell, però sí que és un jugador amb capacitat per fer aquestes croquetes, bicicletes, fintes. Ara, quan molta gent diu, ostres, pagar això per els jugadors de 20 anys...
If you're just joining us, I'm going to remind you of the schedule for the rest of the morning. Any moment now, Dembélé is going to be signing his contract live. Images of that are going to be brought to you right where you're watching now. He'll be joined, we assume, by Josep Maria Bartomeu in the presidential suite, and he's going to sign his contract. And we've already seen that he's at the camp now already. We saw images of him appearing on the balcony, so one assumes he's going to be taking his seat to sign his contract, his 5-year contract with FC Barcelona later on, in about 2 or 3 minutes from now. The actual details of the contract, you're probably aware of them. I'm not going to give them here because they haven't been officially released yet, and I'm sure that the exact details of the quantities will be explained at the media conference. That's happening later on today at 2:30 Central European time, local time, here in Barcelona. But of course, before the media conference, at around about 1 o'clock, he's going to be giving his first speech to the cameras, posing for his first photographs. Usually it's just a few routine words that he'll say, which I imagine will be very similar to the words that he already said yesterday when speaking to Barca TV about what an honour it is to play for FC Barcelona, about how much he's looking forward to doing everything he can for the club. And as he said yesterday, about how it's been a dream for him to play for FC Barcelona ever since he was a young child. Okay, and then one of the highlights of the day at around about 1:45. Things are going pretty well to schedule as I speak, so it should be around about 1:45, 13:45 for those of you that like the 24-hour clock. That's when Dembélé is going to be appearing in front of the fans on the Camp Nou turf. Okay, we're seeing images now of Dembélé, I imagine with some of the young kids from the FC Barcelona Academy. And now the images are back live here in the Camp Nou, here on Monday morning. Hot, sticky, sweaty, 29 degrees here in the stadium. It's